everyone, and welcome to Mina Kumari. As you all know, I talk about lots of different things. Today it's all about mental health. So many of you have come to me and said, Mina, yes, we can do all these things, but mental health is one thing that we really, really need some help with. What is mental health? It comes in so many different forms. You know, a lot of it in our South Asian community, we tend to sweep everything under the carpet. We don't like to talk about it. And it's not even our fault. It's not even our generational fault because we've never been able to talk about any of that. So in this series, what I really want to do is tackle some of the taboo subjects that we don't often talk about. We don't know what mental health is. We just continue with life. And this is what happened with me. You know, some of this is going to be some of my personal experience, that, what happened to me, how I dealt with it or how I didn't deal with it. So what I want to kind of bring to you is different types of topics to talk about. Today, what I really want to focus about, it's okay not to be okay. Ever heard that phrase? It's okay not to be okay. We don't talk about it enough. What does that actually mean? It's okay not to be okay. So basically, we don't talk about how we're feeling. What we don't talk about is what's going on. We don't tell anyone. We don't share how we're feeling. We just continue with life and say, it's okay, this is what it is. Think about it. How many times have you actually just smiled? If somebody asks you, how are you doing? What do we say? I'm okay. But are we really okay? What do we actually mean? What do we say? How do we act? We just let people know that it's okay. Have you ever asked somebody, how are you feeling? And that person has said to me, I'm okay. But are they really okay? Right? So some of the things that I want to kind of address is, it's okay to tell somebody, you know what? I'm not feeling that great today. And you know, that's how the conversations start. What we're not really good at is having conversations about how we feel. If you're not feeling okay, just tell that person that I've really had a really crap day, or my kids have annoyed me, or I've got exams. You know what? My mother-in-law said something to me, really annoyed. Do you know what? Just sharing those little things could really help us. And it's not about telling tales. It's about really feeling how we feel inside. Because what happens is we build up, we build up, we build up. We keep taking, but we never share. And generationally, we've not been able to share. If you look at grandparents, if we look at aunts or uncles, if you look at our own parents, did they really tell us how they felt? But we knew the pressures that our parents were going through. You know, this is the second generation now. Think about when parents came over from India. They had to settle into this country. Did you ever hear them say, I'm not feeling well? They just got on with life. Did you see their faces? Did you see how they looked? How worn out they looked? You know, because they carried on. We've actually come to that stage now is that we just carry on. I think we just need to stop now. Let each other know how we're feeling. So things like, you know, as I mentioned earlier, it's okay not to be okay. Share those things. One of the things I love doing is I love journaling. If I don't have anyone to talk to, I write away frantically. These days we have so many options on how we can do it. I would always suggest is get yourself a nice diary. Get yourself a nice cover and just get refills. Get yourself a nice pen. You know, there's something about writing down how we feel using a really nice pen. Do you know what? Whatever you can afford, buy the best you can afford. No one's saying go and get a Mont Blanc or anything. Just get whatever you can afford. There's pound shops. There's on the internet. You can get it from Amazon. You don't have to spend money. This is your own personal journey. Or alternatively, make your own journal for yourself. And do you know what? Journaling becomes your best friend. You need to write down the date, the time. In my diary, there are days that if I haven't written every day, I'll just write the date down to the ones that I've missed. Just a reminder for myself that these are the days that I didn't write it, what was happening. So I can go back and have a look to see what's really happened. There's things like what I write in my journeys, in my journal sometimes is like, I just start with, hey Mina, or hello Mina, or I write down, what a crap day. Or you can use whatever fruitful language you do. There's very fruitful language in here. I'll write about the things that I'm actually grateful for today, the things that have happened to me today. Things like, do you know what, the sun's shining. Sometimes I get to sit at my desk and I look out the window and the blue skies, or a bird's just flew by. Do you know, I'm just grateful for that. I can actually see that. I can hear the birds. Sometimes the rustling of the trees. Write all those things out. It's appreciating the little things in life. And do you know what? Once you start appreciating the little things in life, life does come a little bit easier. Not totally. I'm not going to say it's all going to go away, but it does really help. In your journal, write down how you're feeling. There's times when I'm like, I've had a really good day. I couldn't stop smiling. What was the reason why I couldn't stop smiling? Maybe I got a phone call from a friend. Maybe somebody's contacted me to say, would you like to go out? And those are the things to write down in your diary. It's something that's happened. And I'm telling you, there are some dark moments that I write in my diary as well. So when I go back on my dark moments, I kind of go back to see what the date was, how I felt, what happened. And do you know what? Sometimes it's like we just get out on the wrong side. We've not had good sleep and those things kind of happen. And sometimes it's something really, really heavy. There was a time when I have spoken about a lot about this. It's like, I remember when my daughter was very young, she was about, I would say less than a year old. I went through postnatal depression. I remember writing that long ago. My daughter's 37 now. So I remember writing how I felt that long ago. Obviously, I burnt those diaries now because I'm no longer in that place. But it's okay to go back onto the diaries. The other thing you can do is like, speak to people. Like I said, speak to somebody who you trust. And do you know what? It's not always family. It's not always your best friend. It's always somebody who doesn't know you. Just write that down. And that's where your journal comes into. That could be that person you don't know. But sometimes at the bus stop or you're going out, strike a conversation in a coffee shop with somebody and see how they're doing. You know, half the time, obviously we all live in the UK at the moment and hopefully we'll move to warmer climates, but we love talking about the weather. How many times does the weather change your mood? How many times do you see when it's dull and raining out there, how many people kind of like, they look down rather than look up? And they talk about it. They talk about not liking the weather, but how does it change when the sun's out? Just look at people's faces when the sun's out. And you know what? It'll lift you as well. So tell somebody not feeling great, I've had a really crap day today. Talk to a stranger. They will understand. So it's okay not to be okay. We don't have to be happy-go-lucky all the time. You know, there's times when people are like, oh, Mina's always smiling. Do you know what? Mina's not always smiling. Mina comes back into her own space and has a real good cry. And do you know what? A crying session will help so much. I'm too vain. I will get to a certain stage and say, you know what, enough crying because I don't like dance circles. You can actually do that. Talk to yourself. It's going to be your best friend. So all I will say, it's okay not to be okay. Tell somebody. So thanks for watching today.